Okay, I'm gonna try and explain how I do my drawings and how to make them look kind of realistic in such a way. Uh, for these, mainly it's fucking references I'm using. I'm not using much else. So a lot of things are really just hinting, and you're saying, what am I shading? As you can see, like, I'm using like a lot of shading just for drawing mostly. And then I go on like an extra layer down here that just adds a tiny bit more. So like, look at the neck. You have a shadow underneath here, you have a shadow on the side, and you have like a blush leading into a shadow. For everything, you've noticed is like, if you've been drawing for a long time, you know like what it's like to draw. Maybe this isn't good like reference. This is probably better. For the noses, the eyes, the upper, I don't know what the fuck that's called, the brow of the lip, but there's something underneath here as well. It needs to be shaded, 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 shaded. And it really brings things to life. Of course, like proportions, all that shit, but when I'm doing a drawing, they normally follow this like same pattern of shading. So yeah, you can see like with a lot of things, it's just shading mainly. For this one, I'm quite happy with it. I just put a lot of shading here. This looks a bit weird, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna add a bit of shade, add a bit of shade. I'm just gonna darken that a bit more. Maybe that's a bit too much. What I'm using for like a rubber as well is just blue tack. I just roll it up and use it as like a rubber pretty much, because it makes the detail like just look better. I don't know. What also helps me kind of improve, I guess, is like connecting to your piece. And that kind of sounds weird, but there's one guy who kind of boosted my journey. That looks like shit. Jesus, sorry about that. But like, look, I have fucking, let me show you. I have so many fucking drawings. They're not done. They need to be shaded. So you're gonna be with me for a while. But what I was trying to say is like, I have a story up here. You probably don't see it. But these are with characters. That's the plot bird I have over there. And right now it's just doing the drawings. So yeah, I remember watching a YouTube video from this like Swedish guy, and he was very focused on it. I don't know his fucking name, it's some Swedish shit, but like his recent video is kind of a bit depressing because it's all about AI and all this shit. My opinion on that is like, just don't care about the LOL, but at the same time, like, I don't know. Of course, it's like, it's hard to like fucking think about, but I feel like when you think about all these things and you stress of what's not happened, but what could happen, it's bad for you. So mainly just, you know, draw. You don't know what's gonna happen like in the future, so this thing you can do is just draw. Especially with like having a story, it's like, I feel like I feel like my life has gotten very like organized in such a way where it's like I'm focusing around this story. I have all these things. I have college. I have a fucking life. Well, not really. Well, yeah, of course I do have a life, but like last year I barely drew compared to like what I'm doing nowadays, where it's just so much drawings. But it's more just I don't know. It's more just like meaningful drawings, I feel. When you create a story and you stop like drawing, like you're drawing with the intention of something greater in mind, and that makes you feel like your drawings are a lot more impactful, like they have more meaning, like they have something with them. I don't know. And it makes it feel like you're doing something a lot more than just sketching. Especially with like these guys. Another thing is like, I don't know, I want to start coloring these as well, but it's difficult because like learning to shade was it took some time to like get used to it. And then when you move from like shading to just coloring, I've tried it here and there. It feels weird. It feels doable, but it just feels a bit like awkward because you're layering so much and you need like a special type of paper. And it's just strange to some people. I don't know. Okay. It's actually kind of nice to just talk out loud to like nothing besides the camera, I guess. These are the ones I have to do later. Oh, this one's kind of unique. We'll do this one. Okay, since probably summer to now it's New Year's, I've done about 1, 2, 3, 4 folders worth of drawings, and they probably have maybe 200 pages each, and the both on double-sided. I'll show you like another video, but I've done like a lot of work in creating this story, and I don't know, it's very fulfilling. I would recommend doing something if you are going to be like very focused on this. This started off as like kind of how to do your drawings better, but it kind of ended up with me just yapping, which is fine because it's my fucking channel, not yours. But yeah. Okay, normally, sorry, let's get back on track. Normally with like these ones, for like all of my drawings, you do like a rough sketch. Like this is so rough, Jesus. Rough sketch of like a human body. You try and get like your proportions right, and then as you're going along with it, you just shade most of it in. You'll see with this one probably as well. You just keep shading it in. You have music in the background, listen to something, so you don't go fucking crazy. And you should like toe this line of like having fun and learning new shit, because a lot of people don't have fun with these, and that's not very good considering like drawing is all about having fun, because if you're not having fun, you're not like doing anything meaningful. The title of the project is Drop, and I'm gonna try and get it out by summer of 2026 this year. What else can I talk about? It's a good story. I created it, so it's gonna be good. It's fun to make, so you know, it might be fun to read. I have like a lot of topics inside of it, which I feel like a lot of people don't really want to touch. So yeah, and it's kind of like I've been watching. I forgot his name. I think his name is like Hartwell the Watcher now on YouTube, and he's just gone like off the deep end. He's a fucking schizophrenic now. But like maybe I think it was like 6 months ago, he like used to just post these videos of like local scripts. And it's just like how to write a story, how to do it properly, and how to do all this. And I was working in this fucking factory, like everyone else, working this fucking. It wasn't. Yeah, it was bad. I don't want to be like fucking. Oh, woe is me, because it's a nice job, but holy fuck, all of summer I was like trapped inside that place, and it's like. It's like. It's $1 billion company that will like crash out over anything. And they'll like, I'm new to this, I'm only there for the summer, and they just They're being very harsh. I'll just say that much. I was literally just being the fucking... I was the cleaning guy for, like, cleaning all this, like, software of, like, the chips inside of here. And, yeah. It was literally such a simple job, like, putting it in the machine and then, like, walk away. You have to wait 15 minutes, between every, like, wash. And that's when they clean, you know? But here's the thing, there's like different products and they need to be cleaned in different machines, and like this got complicated because like you want to be as productive as possible and people need to like hit a quota and whatever, so like you're okay with it, you're literally doing nothing and you're getting paid like semi good money, like above fucking minimum wage for where I am. And like there was a night shift and I agreed to do the night shift, and I thought the night shift was only gonna be like fucking, I don't know. A night shift would usually be up for like 7, like until maybe 10 p.m, like 10 at night, you know? Holy fuck. You're down to like 2 in the morning, and you're driving back home on these fucking busted ass roads, because I lived like an hour away. And like, I was literally like nearly fucking killing myself on the road because I was so tired and you're so cold and you just want to get home, and you get home and then it's just like, I don't know. Like what's the point? I can look back now and I have money from it, but like money doesn't fucking mean much now with like the whole world going to shit. And you can say, oh, it's the experience of working. Then it's like, I think it's only good for the CV and for like employers to be like, oh, he's worked a fucking job before. Besides that, it's like, I don't know. When you're working for someone, it sucks a dick. Because you have like these supervisors who are literally just the perfect goyim. They're the perfect fucking slaves. And they'll like literally scream at you. I had like, you have this like older archetype of like older 60-year-old men who are fat as fuck. They always have like this shitty goatee, and they have like, I don't know, they just have this like attitude around them. Like they've never encountered a problem, and you're the first person to ever like bring them a problem in like 20 fucking years. And they come up to you and they'll just be so passive aggressive, and they'll just breathe down your neck, and they'll be like, hey, you know that mistake that wasn't your fault, but was caused in your factory? Yeah, that lost us 10,000 euro. Just letting you know. Just letting you know. It's like, Jesus Christ. I know like supervisors have to be a hard ass to get like paid because they have someone else, but like, Jesus Christ. There was a lot of things about that job that was kind of funny, because you had like these guys who were like, when you were signing all these contracts, there was one contract, I could not fucking believe it. Like, I was signing all the contracts straight away because I don't give a fuck. Dude, I don't care. I'm a guy. I'm a slave. I'm going to be like this the rest of my life. Fuck it. But there was one contract where it was like how to sit in the chair properly. And it was like a full, like, 20-page, like, essay about that you understand how to sit in a chair properly. And, like, just thinking about some fucking dumbass, or maybe some genius, I don't fucking know. He fell off a chair and was able to sue the company. And, like, holy fuck. That is incredibly based. That is actually insane. It's crazy. Oh. But yeah, I remember as well, one of the guys who was like, I was working with, he wanted to spend like his whole life there, and he was like, everybody was surprised by that, because he was like quite young and he was making friends with everybody. But yeah, it felt kind of like, I don't know, like, you want to live here? Because like, when, I don't know if this is like with a normal job, but like, you live there. You fucking live in that place. Literally. It's literally like a fucking summer camp. Like, you go over there and you're like, you're stuck there nearly. Like, I've, I'm in college right now. I go every day, like, to college. But it never felt like, oh, I lived in college.